sit down to do one thing. One thing. You even said it out loud. Okay, just this. And then, 40 seconds later, you're holding your phone. And here's the part that should scare you a little. You don't remember deciding to pick it up. Your hand just went. If that's you, I want to say something before we start, and I mean it. You are not lazy. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with your discipline. In 2004, a researcher named Gloria Mark measured how long the average person could stay focused on a single screen before switching. The answer was about 2.5 minutes. By 2012, it had dropped to 75 seconds. Her more recent measurements put it around 47 seconds. So let's talk about what actually happened to your attention and exactly how to start getting it back. I'm going to show you the 3 forces that broke your focus. Not vague stuff like social media bad, the actual mechanisms, what's happening, who built it, and why it works on you specifically. And then I'll give you a setup you can do in about 10 minutes tonight that starts reversing it. The third force is the one almost nobody talks about, and once you see it, you can't unsee it, so stick around for that one. Let's clear the biggest lie out of the way first. You've probably been told in 100 different ways that focus is about discipline, that if you really wanted it, you'd just put the phone down, that other people are simply stronger. So every time you fail to focus, you file it under personal weakness. You add it to the quiet little list of evidence that something's wrong with you. Here's the truth. You are not in a fair fight. On one side, you, with a brain that evolved for a world of campfires and slow afternoons. On the other side, some of the smartest engineers on the planet, with billions of dollars running thousands of experiments a day for one purpose, to keep you looking at a screen for as long as possible. So when you lose to your phone, understand what actually happened. You went up against a machine that was specifically designed to win, and it won. Calling that a willpower problem is like calling a slot machine a math problem. Speaking of slot machines, it's force number 1. Here's something nobody tells you when you download the apps. You are not the customer. When a product is free, you're usually not the one being sold to. You're the thing being sold. Your attention is the product, and it's auctioned off to advertisers thousands of times a day, which means the entire business only makes money if it can hold your eyes a little longer. So think about what that incentive builds. It builds the infinite scroll, so there's never a natural stopping point. No bottom of the page, nothing that gives your brain a clean moment to step away. It builds autoplay, so the next thing starts before you decide you want it. It builds the little pull to refresh gesture, and this is the part that should bother you, because it works exactly like the lever on a slot machine. You pull. Sometimes you get something great. Usually you get nothing. And that sometimes, that unpredictable reward, is the single most addictive pattern in behavioral psychology. And here's the cruel timing of it. Over the same years that these systems got dramatically better at capturing attention, your brain didn't get a single upgrade to defend itself. Remember Gloria Mark's numbers? 2.5 minutes down to 47 seconds? That drop isn't humanity getting dumber. That's the scoreboard of a fight you didn't know you were in. Force 2 is happening inside you, and it's the one that makes everything else feel so hopeless. You've heard the word dopamine thrown around. Most of what you've heard is wrong, so let me give you the version that actually matters. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. It's the wanting chemical, the anticipation chemical. It's the little jolt of, ooh, something good might be coming, the feeling right before the reward, not the reward itself. That's the pull when you reach for the phone just to check. It's not the satisfaction, it's the chase. Now here's the mechanism. Your brain is constantly adjusting what it considers normal. When you spend hours a day, and the average is somewhere around 5, it quietly raises the bar for what counts as interesting. So you finish a scrolling session, you open the document you actually need to write, and it feels unbearable, flat, boring. And here's the trap most people fall into. They conclude the work is the problem. But the book didn't get more boring. The report didn't get more boring. Your baseline moved. You've recalibrated to a level of stimulation that almost nothing in real life can match. And real life is where all the things you actually care about live. I'll give you the most honest example I have. You sit down to do focused work. Let's say you're coding. You open the thing, and within minutes, you've somehow opened a second tab, then a third. You're just checking a message, then a video. Then you resurface 20 minutes later with no memory of the decision and nothing done. That's a brain that's been trained to expect a hit every few seconds. You're not avoiding the work, you're chasing the wanting. Okay, the one nobody talks about. Think about the last time you were genuinely, completely bored. No phone, no screen, just waiting with nothing to do, and you let it happen. You probably can't remember. And that's the problem, because we didn't just add distraction to our lives, we deleted every empty moment. The line at the store, the elevator, waiting for a friend. We filled them all with scrolling. And it feels like you're just using the time. But those gaps were doing something. Boredom is not wasted time. Boredom is when your attention rests and resets. It's when your mind wanders and does some of its best background thinking. The ideas that arrive in the shower, on the walk, in the moment you're staring out a window, that's your brain in its downtime connecting things. By filling every gap, you've got your attention sprinting all day with no recovery. And then you wonder why it's exhausted and can't perform when you finally need it. And now you can see why willpower never works. Look at what you're actually asking yourself to do. You're trying to out-discipline a system engineered by experts to beat you, a brain chemistry that's been recalibrated to find normal life boring, a complete intolerance for the boredom that focus is built out of. You were never the problem. You were just using the wrong tool. So let's use the right ones. You fix it by changing the environment and giving your attention its rest back. 3 moves. You can start all 3 tonight. Move 1. Add friction. Right now, your phone is frictionless. It's in your hand, unlocked. The worst app 1 tap away. We're going to make the slot machine annoying to reach. Tonight, do any one of these. Put the phone in a different room while you work. Switch the screen to grayscale so it stops being a candy-colored toy. Or just log out of the one app that eats you alive so getting back in takes effort. You're not relying on willpower. You're adding 3 seconds of friction, and 3 seconds is often all it takes for the craving to pass. Move 2. Protect one block. Pick a single window. 25 minutes is plenty to start, and protect it like it matters. No tabs, no phone, one task. Do it before the noise of the day gets loud, because your attention is a budget and the internet spends it fast. You're trying to prove to yourself once that you can still do it. Move 3. Schedule boredom. This is the one people skip, and it's the one that actually moves your baseline back down. Once a day, give yourself 10 minutes of nothing, no input. Go for a walk with no earbuds. Sit and stare out a window. Let it be boring. That's the entire point. At first, it'll feel almost painful, and that discomfort is the most useful information you'll get. It's the measure of how high your baseline climbed. Do it daily and it comes down. Real life starts to feel interesting again. That's it. Friction, one block, scheduled boredom. So here's all I want you to do. Pick one. Do it before you go to bed tonight. Not all 3. 1. Momentum beats intensity every single time. If you want all 3 written out as a 1-page checklist you can stick on your wall, it's the free focus system. Links in the description. No catch. And if your next thought is, okay, but which focus techniques actually work? Good instinct, because most of them are nonsense. I ranked every popular focus method by how much real evidence backs it up, and a few famous ones are a complete waste of your time. That video's right here. Your attention was stolen. It's not gone. Let's go get it back.